History is full of surprises, moments so unexpected they left the world speechless. From ancient victories to modern discoveries, these events changed the course of humanity. Today, we're going to uncover 10 historical moments that not only shocked the world, but also changed society forever. Get ready to be amazed. In 1989, a city divided witnessed an unbelievable moment of unity. The Berlin Wall, which had separated East and West Berlin for almost 30 years, was finally torn down. This iconic image of people from both sides celebrating together showed the end of an era, a dramatic end to the Cold War. The fall of the Berlin Wall didn't just reunite a city, it represented the victory of freedom over oppression. The people of East Berlin, driven by a desire for freedom and unity, played a key role in bringing down the wall. As the world watched in awe, the wall that had once been a symbol of division and oppression crumbled under the weight of hope and unity. The celebrations that erupted on both sides of the wall showed the human spirit's ability to overcome even the toughest barriers. The fall of the Berlin Wall also had a huge impact on global politics. It marked the beginning of the end for the Soviet Union and communist rule in Eastern Europe. Today, the pieces of the Berlin Wall that are left serve as a powerful reminder of the triumph of unity over division. The fall of the Berlin Wall will always be remembered as a moment that changed the world. A moment when humanity chose to come together and break free from the chains of oppression. On June 28, 1914, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo started one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. A single gunshot killed not only the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, but also set off a chain reaction that led to World War I. The assassination was carried out by Gavrilo Princip, a member of a Serbian nationalist group known as the Black Hand. The death of the Archduke and his wife Sophie sent shockwaves through Europe, setting off a series of events that would throw the continent into a war of incredible scale and devastation. The conflict quickly escalated, pulling in major powers such as Russia, France and Britain, and setting the stage for a global confrontation. World War I, also known as the Great War, would last for 4 brutal years, killing millions and leaving a lasting impact on the world. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand wasn't just a trigger for war. It was a moment that highlighted how fragile peace is and the complexities of international relations. The legacy of World War I would shape the 20th century, influencing everything from global politics to cultural and social changes. Imagine having the key to unlocking the mysteries of an entire civilization. That's what happened in 1799 when French soldiers discovered the Rosetta Stone in Egypt. This ancient artifact, with its inscriptions in Greek, Demotic and Egyptian hieroglyphics, became the key to deciphering the lost language of the ancient Egyptians. The stone opened the doors to understanding the rich history, culture, and achievements of one of the world's oldest civilizations, transforming our knowledge of the past. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone happened during Napoleon Bonaparte's campaign in Egypt. The stone had a decree on it that was issued in 196 BCE, written in 3 scripts, Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphics. This 3-language inscription provided the crucial link needed to decode the ancient Egyptian language. The job of deciphering the Rosetta Stone fell to scholars like Thomas Young and Jean-François Champollion. Through careful analysis and comparison of the Greek text with the other scripts, they were able to unlock the meanings of the hieroglyphics. Champollion's breakthrough in 1822 was especially significant, as it allowed for a complete understanding of the ancient Egyptian writing system. Today you can find the Rosetta Stone in the British Museum, where it continues to fascinate and inspire visitors from all over the world. The Rosetta Stone remains a symbol of the never-ending quest to unlock the secrets of the past and the profound impact such discoveries can have on our understanding of history. The Black Death pandemic from 1347 to 1351 was one of the most destructive pandemics in history, sweeping across Europe. The plague killed an estimated 25 to 30 million people, which was about a third of the European population at the time. The social and economic impacts were huge, with entire towns wiped out and economies collapsing. In its wake, Europe was changed forever. with shifts in power, labor, and social structures that would eventually lead to the Renaissance. The origins of the Black Death can be traced to the trade routes connecting Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. The plague, caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, was transmitted through fleas that infested black rats. As merchants and travelers moved along these routes, they unknowingly carried the deadly disease with them. The first recorded outbreak in Europe occurred in Sicily in 1347, and from there the plague spread rapidly across the continent. The symptoms of the Black Death were horrible and came on quickly. Victims experienced fever, chills, swollen lymph nodes known as buboes, and blackened sores on their bodies. The population collapse caused by the Black Death had profound social and economic consequences. With a significant portion of the population gone, labor became scarce, leading to higher wages and better working conditions for those who survived. The Black Death serves as a stark reminder of how fragile human societies are in the face of pandemics. On July 20th, 1969, humanity achieved the impossible. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, astronaut Neil Armstrong declared, as he became the first human to set foot on the moon. The Apollo 11 mission wasn't just an amazing technological achievement, it was a symbol of human perseverance, curiosity, and the boundless potential of science. The journey to the moon was the result of years of intense effort and innovation by NASA and the thousands of engineers, scientists, and support staff involved. The space race between the United States and the Soviet Union had led to rapid advancements in space exploration technology. The Apollo program, started by President John F. Kennedy's bold vision to land a man on the moon, represented the peak of these efforts. The mission required overcoming many technical challenges, from developing the Saturn V rocket to the intricate design of the lunar module. On July 16, 1969, the Saturn V rocket carrying astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins launched from Kennedy Space Center. 4 days later, the lunar module Eagle separated from the command module and descended to the moon's surface. The moon landing had a profound impact on global consciousness. It showed the power of human ingenuity and the potential for international cooperation in the pursuit of knowledge and exploration. The spirit of exploration that defined the Apollo era remains a driving force behind humanity's quest to understand the universe and our place within it. In 1666, a small fire at a bakery on Pudding Lane turned into a disaster that destroyed much of London. The Great Fire burned for 4 days, destroying thousands of homes, businesses, and historical landmarks. Despite the destruction, the fire led to huge changes. The city was rebuilt with new, more fire-resistant materials, and urban planning became a priority. The tragedy ultimately reshaped London's architecture and infrastructure, making it a more modern and resilient city. The fire began in the early hours of September 2nd, 1666, at the bakery of Thomas Fariner on Pudding Lane. Fueled by strong winds and the densely packed wooden buildings, the flames quickly spread, engulfing the city. By the time the fire was brought under control on September 6th, an estimated 87 churches, including St. Paul's Cathedral and over 13,000 houses, had been burned to the ground. The aftermath of the Great Fire of London presented both challenges and opportunities. The city faced the daunting task of rebuilding, but it also provided a chance to implement much-needed improvements. The Great Fire of London had lasting social and economic impacts. In 1215, England's King John was forced to sign the Magna Carta, a document that would change the course of governance forever. Faced with rebellion and unrest from his barons, King John's agreement to limit the power of the monarchy and grant certain rights to his subjects laid the groundwork for constitutional law. Though originally a peace treaty, the Magna Carta became a foundational document for modern democracy, influencing legal systems across the world for centuries to come. The Magna Carta, also known as the Great Charter, emerged from a period of political turmoil and conflict. King John's heavy taxation and unfair rule had alienated the barons and the broader population. In response, the barons rebelled and took control of London, forcing the king to negotiate. The resulting document, sealed at Runnymede on June 15, 1215, contained 63 clauses that addressed grievances and established principles of governance and justice. One of the most significant aspects of the Magna Carta was its statement that the king was not above the law. Clauses such as the right to a fair trial and protection from unlawful imprisonment laid the foundation for the rule of law. The document also established the principle of due process and the idea that justice should be administered fairly. The Magna Carta's lasting relevance is a testament to its foundational role in shaping the principles of modern governance.